So we come to the 8th night of Chanukah. All the lights are lit. There's a joy and a sadness. A joy to see the entire Chanukah lit up. It's beautiful. But a sadness that this is it. This is the last night of Chanukah. Tomorrow, there will be no candles. We'll be back to normal. But I think this whole Chanukah has not been normal. This whole Chanukah has been challenging. 2 months ago, the Jewish people, as we know, faced their worst day since the Shoah. And who knows how many months and years it will take, if ever, for us to get back to normal. But there's something remarkable about the 8 days of Chanukah, which links back to the 8 days of the Sukkot festival, when of course on the last of those 8 days, Shmini Atzeret Simchat Torah, the tragedy struck. And the obvious link is 8 and 8, and I've spoken about this, written about this in other Hamizrachis over the years, the link between Sukkot and Chanukah. But there's a more deep connection, because Sukkot is not 8 days, it's 7 plus 1. Chanukah is not 8 days either, to a certain extent, it's 1 plus 7. Let's start with Chanukah first. Why is Chanukah 1 plus 7? Because the nature of the miracle of the last 7 days is different to the nature of the miracle of the first day. On the first day, the miracle is finding 1 kosher cruse of oil. It itself was a miracle to find it. The ongoing miracle, of course, was that 1 cruse of oil lasted for 8 days, thus the 8 nights of Chanukah. But therefore, the 7 latter days, there's a different kavanah. There's a different meaning for those 7 days, a different miracle from day 1. And with Sukkot, it's the reverse. The first 7 days are Chag HaSukkot. We're in the Sukkah, Lulav HaNetrog, and that's the days Hashem says that the nations of the world celebrate with us. The Shivim Parim, the 70 oxen sacrifice, correspond to the 70 nations, to say to the world, come celebrate with us this Sukkot, also with Hashem. And the last day, Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah, 2 days in the diaspora, 1 day in Israel. That day is when Hashem says to us, no, Parechad, 1 ox. This is your day and my day. Tarry with me 1 more day, says the Medrash, because you are special to me. Therefore, the 7 days of Sukkot are different from that last day of Sukkot, which is not called Sukkot. We don't sit in a sukkah. We don't take Lulav HaNetrog. It's Shmini Atzeret Simchat Torah. But how can we link 7 plus 1 to 1 plus 7, especially as that 7 plus 1, that plus 1 is never going to be the same again. That plus 1, that day of closeness, was the day of darkness. And it's still so hard to understand. But let's look at the 1 plus 7. What is the 1? The 1 is despite all the darkness, all the hatred, all the destruction by the Greeks of our nation, of our religion, of our people, we still managed to find 1 cruse of oil. Almost destroyed, but no, we had that 1 cruse of oil. And the 1 that we think about, Shmini Atzeret Simchat Torah, such darkness, but look at the light that's come out. Look at the incredible response of the Jewish people. Chanukah and Sukkot were always linked, but now even more so. Because on that last day of Sukkot, Shmini Atzeret, when this year we felt darkness, on the first day of Chanukah, as we lit that first light, knowing historically it was a difficult day, it was a day we weren't even sure if Hashem was with us in the Chanukah miracle. Was it just our strength, our victory? Was it Hashem that was the cause because we beat the Greeks? And then we found the oil. Hashem was with us. And then we lit the Chanukah, the menorah, and it lasted for 8 days in total. Hashem was with us. We understand that despite darkness, Hashem is with us. Despite what we've been through in history, Hashem is with us. And this Chanukah, where we have tasted in the last few months the darkness, we have set our Chanukah alight each night, more and more light, until tonight 8 candles plus the shamash, 9 candles are glowing brightly, telling us that that's our job in life, to bring light to the world, to understand that even in the darkness we can and we should bring more and more light. And please God, tomorrow night, even though no candles will be lit, remember, Torah is or, is light. What we do with our lives, how we live our lives, how we light up each other's lives with goodness, kindness, and devotion to Torah, that is how the light is eternal, not just on Chanukah, but every single day. Please God, over the next few days, weeks, and months, there should be victory for the Jewish people in Israel, defeat for our enemies, and peace, not just in the Middle East, but across the entire world. Wishing everybody a Chanukah Sameach.